Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's the Jolly Joker and I do free tarot readings here. Today I'm doing a reading for Virgo. I'm going to start shuffling for you. And could be that you are a Virgo sun, moon, rising. Could be a Virgo in your life that you know. Or it could be about someone else that does not really have the signs, but they do have the characteristics of the reading, okay? So, as always, I'm just going to be asking the tarot for some guidance and some advice. I want a general reading for you, like a general energy reading, and then I would also like some advice on what you have to do to continue growing, okay? All right, here's your cards. First, we got the Fool, we have Death, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, and Three of Pentacles. Your energy is very present in this reading since we have the Page of Pentacles and then we also have the Three and the Queen. So I am seeing some sort of development right here. But like, I know you're a hard worker and you're also very detail oriented, as usually Virgos are. But I'm also getting that you might be feeling kind of bad. And all of this emotion is coming from the Eight of Swords, which kind of represents the loop of thought and not knowing what to do, kind of have to make a decision and have to move on from something, but kind of feeling imprisoned or stuck in some way. This could also be a card of someone giving excuses or being manipulative with you. But it's like no matter what's happening, this card is calling you out to kind of accept your responsibility in the subject and face your own part in the problem. So it's really important to not act from a state of fear. So, why are the cards calling you out to kind of finish this situation and move on from it? I can see it from the Death card that something is coming to an end, but also I can see the Fool moving away from that situation and just going on his happy journey. Not only that, but it's like everything is telling me that you're very valuable and you have like great gifts. You're balanced, Virgo. You have both the emotion and the intelligence. Everything is telling me that you're very attentive to details and you're like brilliant. And if there's something that's coming to your mind whenever I'm talking about starting a new plan or project, then the Ace of Swords is also a card that tells you to go on with it. It's telling you form a plan and go at it fast. Just do it because you do have the mental power. And not only that, you can also stack it with your love, with your emotion, with your essence. Everything here is telling you, yes, go on. And not only that, but if you go on, you're going to become the queen because we have the page and then we have the queen. So it's kind of like in the cards, I can see that the character is really developing and learning. So if you're looking for any hints on what this project might be, could be a building project in real life or could be construction, renovation, something tangible, money, or a promotion. Could also mean someone getting engaged, but I'm not really seeing a bunch of cards that make me think about love. This makes me think more about your life in general and knowing that things are going good for you and you have that stability that you kind of want and also need. This card's also about working even though you're tired and going on to add more things and just try and make everything better. And I feel like you know what I'm talking about because you're a Virgo and you're a big learner. You got gentle hands, you're good at working with them. You could be a musician or a mathematician, or you could have a good sense of detail. And you're like a mellow person, you're gentle, and like you just got the good cards here. So everything's telling me that you have to continue to put on the work and the dedication. Cause like you're good with taking care of yourself and the stability, but you also need to think of the big picture that's like accurate for you, because that's what's going to guide you in the way that you want to go. So it's like you're a workaholic, you're good, you're crafty, you're smart, you're brilliant, you're a Virgo, but you need to also visualize and kind of flow and integrate that emotion within you that makes you feel the way you want to feel in the future, you know? So I'm going to give out an example to kind of make it clearer. So maybe you want to go on a holiday with a friend or something like that. And like you're good at making the plans and thinking about how to make money and stuff like that. But it's not only about that, it's also about like maybe taking some time during the day to imagine and try to get in that mind state where you are already daydreaming about what you're going to do when you get to the beach or the mountain or where you want to walk or where you want to eat, and kind of just like start feeling that anticipation and feeling good and having that vision. And you could always do the same vision, like I envision my friend and I snowboarding. So you start thinking about the details of that too. And that's kind of what gets you going and gets you in the way. And I guarantee you that if you keep that vision, then it's going to manifest so much sooner because you have it there and you have the visual and you also have a bit of the feeling, so you can bring it to fruition so much quicker. And your challenge is pretty much to learn to flow. So do make sure to connect to yourself and what you really like and what you want to do. And also, it's totally fine if you feel like it's not time to share with other people right now. And you're like a very hard worker, but I feel like you don't spend as much as you make. So don't let anyone be telling you how to spend your money or how to live your life. And be patient and be sure that you have your own truth and no one can tell you what to do or how to handle the situation in your life. I think for you Virgo people, harmony is like a very important thing. And knowing that your reality and your beliefs are correct and that you don't have to kind of succumb to whatever other people think is really important. And also, it's important to know when things are not good and you need to let them go. And that's why I want to come back to the Eight of Swords for a little bit, which is kind of telling you it's time to clock out of something or just drop it. And I know that you might be feeling upset about it ending, but ending, it's not death, it's not the end of the world, it's not like you're dying or anything, but it does mean that something new is coming, even though we don't know what it is now. It's like if you just have a real chat with yourself and decide to drop whatever thing it is that you're not facing or kind of just like avoiding, then you can see directly after the death card comes the fool and it's shining and he's just enjoying himself and going on his journey of development until he reaches the end. So be sure that that you are going to continue developing, even though it looks like it might be the end of something right now. You're generative. And like all of this reading is like very materialistic. Sometimes I feel like the readings are telling me when someone's like an overthinker or when someone's like really emotional. But right here, I'm seeing like a lot of achievements, a lot of winning, could be money or just like suddenly being like in a new situation that's so much better than what you were before. But it all comes with the price of your work. Like, this isn't coming from nowhere. It's coming from you working hard AF before and from you acknowledging that, like, there's some BS that you have to drop. So, yeah, Virgo, I don't have much more advice for you than to visualize and take care of yourself all the time, like you usually do, but like really love yourself. And I know that you might be good at acknowledging how good and perfect other people are, but like really take a second to acknowledge how perfect and beautiful you are and how hard you've worked and how much attention you pay to everything, Virgo, cuz like you're one of the most intelligent and attentive signs of the horoscope. So, if you have placements like that, then like you are a hard worker and that does come with certain rewards and then more responsibilities, which I'm sure you're going to love taking up. So that's why it's important to relax and visualize and also connect to yourself, to not always be working and like doing shit and being the 8 of Pentacles, because like that's good, but when it comes to an extreme, like it can really burn you out. So don't burn yourself out, Virgo, okay? And if you like this reading and it feels like I might have struck a chord, then leave a like and subscribe, okay? I'll be doing another reading for the next sign soon. So I'll see you guys. Love you. Bye bye.